All right, Kenman here, and today we have a fresh unboxing from a new company to me. I don't know how long they've been around, but it's a new company for the channel here, and let's just go ahead and get right in it. I bought this at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment down below. Okay, yep, I don't remember how this company was brought to my attention. Trying to get in here without cutting anything that I might not want to cut. There we go. But anyway, someone brought it up. I may be on one of my lives. I do lives on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central. And I had recommended, or I asked anyone for recommendations on some stuff to check out and look at. And someone had mentioned this bag on the floor. And here we are. Olitans LT. I guess Olitans. That's just their logo. Anybody have anything from Olitans? All right, we are gonna just go ahead and. You got the side of the box. I did. Cellophane on the floor. All right, so the Olitans experience. Looks like someone cut the side of this, but other than that, the box looks good. All right, let's see if we can get her out of here. Like I said, comment below. Does anyone have an Olitans? Which ones do you have? Come on, release. There we are. All right, look at how red that is. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a nice cloth that has their logo embossed in it. Nice little embossment. That's cool. Here is the packet information. I was trying to read it real fast. Oh, I can read this side. Care, cleanliness, etc. Check it out. And then just a nice little piece of foam at the bottom of the box there. Here is the knife. Little Ziploc bag. Out she goes. Very red and bright. Nice. Okay. What do we got here, Kenman? Well, let's do this. Boom. Oof. Nice. Okay. This is the Olitans G047. Olitans G047. What does it have? It says a 14C28N blade steel with that nice kind of a satin kind of a look to it. We have a G10 handle with nice little contouring going on across this top or across the sides or whatever. And then a matching back spacer. Very just red, solid, clean look. Liner lock. Drops shut nicely. Front flipper only. So that would be the one thing that might turn some people off to it. I don't mind. I like all the openings, although I do like a little bit of a fidget style, a little variety, and that is the only option for opening on this particular knife, but it is clean. It's a nice little look. Let's give her a once over here. So nested liners inside of there, which is very nice. You can kind of see that along inside of there. So they've carved out the inside of the scales so that they nest and sit in there nicely. You've got your liner lock that's basically almost kind of seems like a bolster liner lock. It's not on the frame. It's all inside, but it only is exposed right in this little area right here. And then they've got a cutaway on this side showing that little spot. Not bad at all. Front flipper works pretty good. Drops shut pretty nice. Go lefty. One or two little swing shakes and it closes. Yeah, this thing feels good. Nice little budget knife from Olitans. Who has one of these? Which one did you get? They have quite a few varieties and colors, styles. They do have a black blade and then a bunch of different colored G10 handles. Excuse me. They did have one in jade. I should have got that one for doing the die project. but something about just this red one just looked clean, so I went for it. Like I said, these are budget. I think they retail for around $50. I got it. It had a slight special on it. I think it was around $38 or $40, something like that. Very clean. So we have a captive pivot with their little LT right there, and then so you only need a screw or a tool for that side. Very nice. Really kind of a simple look. No markings anywhere. It says 14C28N on the blade right there. But other than that, there is no other markings. A very clean design. I like that quite a bit. Pocket clip cannot be swapped to the other side. Not a big fan of that, but I carry a lot of knives, so that doesn't bother me too much. It does look like they recessed a little notch down in there that it sits in. What's everyone think about this one? Like these unboxings? If so, hit the like button and subscribe if you would like to see more. I tell you. Okay, so blade is solid. Nice all the way. Let's check the detent if I can get in there. Boom. Boom. Since it's a front flipper, I would say, you know, you can fail it because it's easier to kind of fail a front flipper. But this one, if you're in there right and you push even remotely wrong like that, it's going to work. It does open fairly easy. I find the front flipper is a little side action like that. Seems to work pretty good. No forward choil. There's a little sharpening section right there. Gets pretty close to where it tapers though. I would like that to have maybe a little bit bigger spot right there for kind of a little bit more choke up. Although that little section right there, you can get your hand right on that, and that feels okay. But if that just had a little more curve to a little more size to that, I would appreciate, but that's just my style preference. Does have a little secondary grind. You can kind of see, careful, right along there. So it's got that edge to it. So we've got to be careful on the sharpening because you've got this little point right where my thumb is, where there's the one edge, there's the one, and then there's the other one. And then a little bit of a wedge on the top right there. Got some jimps. Nice little rack of jimps right there. Since you don't really have a choke up, those jimps feel just fine. They've got the right amount of texture to them. I don't like it when they're too smooth. He's got just enough roughness. You kind of thumb slips and sticks in there. I would just, I like them to go out a little further. I think that they could go out a couple more, add 3-4 more little jimperos on there. Tell you what. Yeah, what do we think? I kind of like this. It feels good. This is kind of a user budget knife. 14C and the G10 though, that's just a solid, simple, clean handle, clean blade. Feels good. It feels really sticky too. Like this G10, I mean, they've got it smooth, but almost like it's textured. But it's I don't know. It just feels really, for G10, it feels really grippy. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's get down to some business here. Not quite full size, kind of a smaller 7 inches. No, it's over 7. Almost 7 1/8 approximately there. And the blade, you can call it about a 3-inch blade, 3 1/4 if you really want to get really to it. But the cutting surface is about 3 inches. You're looking at about 1 1/8 to that first grind, and then almost 2 inches across there with just a little curve to the belly. 4 inches on that handle. All right, nice little, not too large, pretty good, decent user size. Not too heavy, easy carry. 0.11 on that blade. Pretty standard for this size. Almost a 1/2 inch that way and 8.5 that way. A little bit smaller, but Man, that actually, it feels really good. Let's get a, where, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Pyrite. Boom. So it is a little bit smaller. Let me zoom out just a little. Pyrite is just a little bit longer, maybe a 1/4 inch in the handle, and the blade a lot closer. Cutting surface is actually a little bit longer on the Olitans, since the Pyrite has that bigger choke up spot that I was referring to earlier. I really like how that works and how that feels inside there. Man, this thing's dirty. Pyrite is a great button lock EDC. They have many different styles and versions. If you're interested, it's great. Anywhere from $30 to $200 range styles. But yeah, it is a little bit smaller than your Pyrite. All in all, pretty good size though. It does remind me of the Migron. Future Me. What is this? Migron Parisum. Probably. Just in that I dyed this red, but when they're closed, I know they're different knives, but it just kind of reminded me of it in a way, the styling, where just most of the cutout is there and then everything else is fairly clean. Blade kind of hides mostly within it. I mean, this one has the rear flipper, this one has the front flipper, but other than that, you know, just similar knives. I got a bunch of them. I'm always trying to compare them to something different every time here, but I always get that Pyrite out because the Pyrite is a great one. Okay, back to this. Olitans G047. I might try another one for 14C28, and I'll test out the blade, see how they did the heat treat on it, see how much of an edge it holds. It looks nice. It feels nice. Solid offering from Olitans. Check one out. Stay sharp. I'll see you soon.